I Heart My Demons, written by Rebecca Scott. Interior high-end restaurant night. Evan, 30, a charismatic, handsome, if slightly unkempt young man, sits in a booth with his mother Clementine, 50s, a stick-thin perfectionist, and his kid brother Matthew, 25, really handsome with more bravado than sense.
Friends, Romans, reprobates, thank you for joining me this evening to celebrate my darling mother's 21st birthday and the 2-year anniversary of my restaurant.
Before he can finish, Matthew jumps up.
I would also like to make an announcement. I'm running for city council.
Matthew starts to throw buttons with his face printed on them into the crowd. Some hit people in the face.
Vote for me, and I will remove that hobo's body from our reservoir.
The crowd applauds and Matthew sits down smugly.
Really? Here? On my special day?
You mean Mother's special day.
Oh, darling, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
She means me.
She does not.
Now, boys, don't fight. I love you equally, depending on my meds.
Evan sits back and drains his champagne. Rene, 27, a stern beauty in a pantsuit, far too conservative for this merry crowd, walks over to Evan.
You've had enough.
Come on, baby, it's my big night.
Claudia Bean is here. Please don't get wasted in front of Austin's biggest food critic.
Rene cocks her head towards Claudia, 27, gorgeous, ice queen.
Her last review helped land my TV deal.
Possible TV deal.
Evan pulls Rene in for a kiss. She squirms away.
Come on, I love you like I love pulled pork.
Before she can respond, several men in FDA-marked jackets bust into the restaurant.
Put down your forks! You're eating an endangered species.
People gasp in horror. Clementine turns to a waiter.
Oh, I'll have seconds.
People leap up and start exiting the restaurant.
Did you know about this?
Of course not. I hired a new chef and he seemed really not like a bad guy.
He glances towards the kitchen. Manuel, 50s, a very shifty-looking guy in a big game-hunting outfit, stands at the door.
It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I believed in you. I gave up my promotion to stay by your side, take the restaurant national, and now you're going to get shut down. Forget your TV deal. You're going to get sued, maybe go to jail.
She turns for the door.
Renee, I love you. I want to marry you.
You've been saying that for 2 years, and yet I'm done. You have some serious demons you need to face.
Demons? Renee, I love you. Don't go. I hate you. Please go. Can you call my lawyer?
The FDA guys grab Evan and haul him away. Clementine puts down her fork.
Oh, delicious.
Interior, small apartment, bedroom, night. Evan lies on his unmade bed, fully clothed and snoring. He jerks awake and grabs the empty side of the bed.
Renee?
Realizing she's not there, he talks to her empty space.
Shit. I'm sorry, baby. I really blew it this time.
A laugh interrupts his thoughts. Evan sits up in fear.
Hello?
Interior living room, night. Evan groggily flips on the light and, to his surprise, sees 4 people sitting around his dining room table playing poker. They are Andrews, 40s, a far too beautiful black man in a 3-piece suit with a strong British accent, the ultimate player. Fred, 20s, a nerdy young man with thick glasses, a bad haircut, and no self-esteem. Buster, 13, a cocky kid wearing a gold chain, smoking a cigar. He is the king of excess. Rocky, 25, a total sex kitten with a switchblade for a hair accessory and a competitive streak you don't want to mess with. Rocky throws down her cards and cackles with laughter.
Big jam. Fuck, I'm good, just ask me.
Rocky pulls all the chips to her side.
I didn't expect to win anyway.
I still got to see your panties.
I'm not wearing any.
I wasn't talking to you.
Andrews winks at Fred. Fred blushes. Evan clears his throat.
If this is a sex dream, it seems not like my others, but I'm game. Except for you, kid.
I would plow you with my mom's dick.
Duly noted. Who are you?
Andrews turns to him with a winning smile.
Evan, old pal, we're your demons.
End cold open. Act 1. Interior small apartment, bedroom, day. Evan jerks awake with an undignified snort. He sits up. To his shock, he sees his 4 new friends sitting on his bed, smoking out of a huge bong.
Is that my bong?
Totally, dude. You want to hit?
Evan looks at the clock. It says 7:30 a.m.
I really shouldn't. I have a lot of legal problems to tackle today. Math, my mother.
Buster blows a long plume of smoke in his face. Evan grabs the bong and takes a big hit.
Seeing things not so weird now.
Actually, we're really here to change your life. I mean, if we could, which we probably can't, so I guess...
My life is fine-ish. Esque.
10 hours of FDA questioning, restaurant shut down indefinitely, and your best girl gone? You call that fine?
That's rock bottom.
That's right.
So you're here to help?
Not at all. We're the worst parts of you.
But I don't want a lechy child to be a part of me.
Then maybe you should be less immature and think less about fucking co-eds.
That's co-eds with my girlfriend's face on them. So you'll help me work on myself?
No, we just highlight the bad.
This is crazy. I'm imagining you. No one else can see you, right?
People can totally see us.
We're like homeless people. No one questions where we came from, or worries when we vanish.
I'm in the abyss. These are the last days of Rome.
Let me assure you the last days of Rome were far worse.
But super fun!
Hell yeah, orgies, what?
They fist bump.
Put it this way, kiddo, you got a lot of work to do to get rid of us.
Then I'm gonna do it.
Jumping out of bed.
If for no other reason, then you are scaring the shit out of me.
It should probably be because your life is spiraling out of control. You'll be dead in 6 months if you continue as you are.
That too.
Interior, Evan's bathroom, moments later. Evan stands in front of the mirror, looking at his haggard face. Fred appears behind him.
Dude, a little privacy, please.
Gee, I'm sorry. That's part of our thing. We're everywhere.
But not in the bathroom.
Totally in the bathroom. I'm really sorry. I feel awful. You look great.
They both look at his reflection. He doesn't look great.
I mean, you could use a lot of work. I mean, not cosmetically at first, although a facelift and hair plugs and a new nose. And
Really?
I'm just thinking what you're thinking.
Evan sighs, knows he's right.
Damn it.
But you look great for 40.
I'm 30.
Exterior, Evan's apartment, day. Evan walks outside, buttoning up his shirt. Judith, 60s, a Shrek-like woman, yells at him from a window.
Your rent's late.
Sorry, Judith, I'm working on it.
Well, work harder.
Andrews pulls up in a brand new Corvette. He winks at Judith.
You can do better than that. The real Evan would have wrapped her around his little finger.
I'm a one-woman man now.
You're a no-woman man now.
Evan sighs.
Commitment is for suckers. You're a player, dude. Got to taste every tray at the buffet.
He grabs a bunch of flowers from the back seat and heads to the front door. Judith waves to him. Evan gawks.
Sometimes mutton is sweeter than lamb chop.
Exterior, small city street, day. Evan shuffles along an east side street lined with a bike shop, a bike repair shop, and another bike shop. He stops when he reaches his restaurant. A small crowd of picketers stand outside chanting.
Eat, eat, eat no meat. Panda, squirrel, human feet.
Evan rushes into the crowd.
We never served human feet.
Get him!
The crowd descends upon him. Suddenly, his brother plucks him from the crowd and drags him to the front of the mob.
Please, people. Please, Evan comes in peace.
What are you doing here?
This is part of my campaign.
To defend me?
No, to condemn local restaurants using endangered species. People love it.
Matthew thrusts Evan back into the crowd.
Evan is here to beg your foreignness. Grovel at your knees. Play along. There's campaign kickbacks in for you.
Evan is too astonished to speak. His mother appears.
Hello, darling. How you feeling?
Terrible.
Oh, that's lovely.
Rocky appears in the crowd.
Gonna take that, Evan?
Evan squares his shoulders and turns to his family.
This is bullshit. You're capitalizing on my misfortune.
Someone in this family has to make Mom proud.
And it's gonna be me. I will get this restaurant back.
Over my dead body and those of the
The
voters.
crowd cheers, then tapers out, debating what they've heard.
I mean the dead body of democracy. Go Tea Party.
Everyone cheers again.
Boys, don't fight. I don't want your love, just money. From Dad.
The boys look at each other fiercely. End of Act 1. Act 2. Exterior, woods, bunker, day. Evan trudges through the woods. He pushes through some thick brambles and lays eyes on the top of an underground bunker, surrounded by barbed wire. Evan sighs and walks towards it. Interior bunker, night. Evan stands in a small living room with earth walls. He is clearly now in the bunker. He is patted down by Joe, 50s, a once robust man with pale skin and fading naval tattoos.
How'd you get past my guard?
Telemundo's been dead for years.
That dog is not dead. I hear him killing zombies nightly.
There are no zombies dead.
Joe stares at him sadly.
So they got to you too.
There's no apocalypse. Everything's fine outside. I mean, not fine, pretty crap, but sans zombies.
Joe grabs Evan by the scruff of his neck.
That's government talk. How long have you been working for them? Answer me, son, if you still can.
Okay, you're right. I may have been approached by a foreign entity to entice you out of your safe zone, but I resisted.
Joe lets Evan go.
That's a good boy. Never let him break you. You know, the real war is up here.
I couldn't agree more.
The two men stand awkwardly for a moment.
You look rested.
Oh, I am. There's a fiddle, and I've recently started making soup out of my own hair.
Evan pales. Joe sits on his camping cot.
Since moving down here, I've had a lot of time to think. And I have to say that I've finally come to appreciate how much you and your mother failed me.
Evan's face falls.
But Matthew, on the other hand, he's a good boy.
He's a bit meh.
Well, yes, a bit meh, but good meh.
It's not good. Anyway, Dad, that's not what I came to tell. Mother was wondering if you might come out and...
Joe looks hopeful for the first time.
Give her money.
That she-hag. She'll never take me alive. I'm surprised she survived out there. That woman has no constitution for apocalypse. Have I ever told you about the time that she...
Yes,
Evan stands.
I have to go.
How's the restaurant faring? Under the zombie regime?
The FDA shut it down.
Oh, that's a shame. Good place you had there.
We had, Dad.
Joe looks away, then leaps up.
Did you hear that? They're shelling again.
Evan hears nothing. He walks toward the door.
Don't let them get you, son. You're a fighter.
Not anymore.
You say they took away your restaurant? Well, you need to get that back. That was the best thing we ever did.
Evan stares at him, then salutes and rushes out. Exterior, street, day. Evan walks back to his restaurant. The protesters are gone, but the place has been defaced. Evan sighs.
God, I wish I had a beer.
Out of nowhere, Fred and Buster appear, handing Evan a cold one. Evan takes it gratefully. Fred looks worried. Buster winks, then wanders off down an alley.
You know that contributes to your weight issues?
I know, but it also contributes to my not killing myself issues.
Drinking before noon. You really have hit rock bottom.
Fred and Evan look up and see Claudia, the food critic from the opening scene.
It's only 6,400 calories.
I have a proposition.
Yes, I'll sleep with you for money to make your husband jealous.
Claudia laughs.
Horrifying thought.
My naked body?
Marriage. Anyway, I'd like to open my own restaurant.
Can you cook?
Not at all. That's where you come in. Your name is Mud, but your skill is outstanding. I want you to ghost chef my restaurant. You design the menu, cook everything, and I take all the credit.
What?
I'll pay you well, as long as you stay in the shadows. Never let anyone know this genius isn't mine.
Never. My food is my art.
Do you have money for art?
Evan stares at the gutter. He sees a can of beans roll by.
Beans?
Beans?
He owes me big time. Money, some of it.
Claudia flips her card at Evan and smiles.
Call me when you're ready to man up.
Claudia smirks and walks away.
She's scary.
And yet, annoyingly hot.
Andrews and Rocky appear. They watch Claudia drive away.
If you don't hit that, I will.
I don't want her, I want Rene.
Yeah, well, you blew that.
That's what she said.
But not to you.
The demons fall about laughing. Evan turns on them in anger.
Stop, everyone, stop. I don't want to hear it. You're not real. I don't have demons. This is total horse crap.
Where are you going?
I have to see a guy about a thing.
Sweet, we're getting crack.
Exterior massage parlor, day. Evan storms up to a massage parlor. The sign on the door says closed by the health inspector. Evan bangs on the door.
Beans! I know you're in there. You owe me money and I need it now.
No one answers. Evan looks around in frustration. He sees a cracked window on the second floor. Without hesitation, he runs at the building and tries to walk up the wall. He naturally fails and falls backwards onto some trash cans. Exterior, alley, day. Evan trudges through the alley and tries to the back door. To his surprise, it opens. Interior hallway, day. Evan walks through a dark hallway to a flight of stairs. Interior, shitty apartment, day. Evan steps into a dimly lit studio apartment above the massage parlor.
Beans! Show yourself.
Evan searches in drawers and under the bed. No one is there. He checks the bathroom. Empty.
I'm not leaving without my money.
Evan looks in the fridge and sees a nice roast chicken.
Or this chicken.
He pulls it out and starts eating. Evan sees a bottle of peppermint schnapps and takes a swig. Behind him, the door flies open. Evan whirls around and sees Zorro, 40s, a stylishly dressed Armenian man, and Pete, 20s, a beefy ginger.
Mr. Beans.
The Korean wants to speak with you.
Oh, I'm not.
Before he can finish a bag is thrown over his head, all goes black. End of Act 2. Act 3. Interior warehouse, day. Evan blinks as the bag is pulled off his head and he looks around the creepy environment. A dimly lit warehouse with crates and chains hanging from the ceiling. The Korean, 40s, a menacing Korean man with an Irish accent.
Mr. Beans, so good of you to come. Have you brought me money?
I'm not. Beans. Are you Irish?
We have Koreans in Ireland, bitch.
He slaps Evan across the face.
Was that necessary? I was just curious about your cultural heritage. Unique.
My potato kimchi is amazing.
It really is.
That's great. Maybe you can cook us up a batch and we can all laugh about this terrible misunderstanding.
Oh, sure, great idea. Right after you pay. With your life.
Okay. Well, my life probably wouldn't even cover whatever Bean's debt is, so...
I think you can get away with standing up your own wife.
I'm not married.
And stick me with the bill.
The Korean snaps his fingers, a door opens, and Evan can see several women lounging in the living room beyond.
The bill?
For your mail-order bride. You pay, bitch, or you die.
Pretty girl, 20, steps forward. Evan looks her up and down.
The thing is, I'm sort of in love with someone else. She's cute and all,
Oh,
but...
you insult my daughter.
You're selling your daughter?
I have too many as it is.
Totally get it. I'd be freaked out if I had a daughter too, but for me, the whole sex slave thing, kind of a non-starter. I hate to think of a woman as forced to love me.
You call my daughter a sex slave. That's it! Now you pay with your left nut.
Could you take the right one? It's a little smaller.
Then you get last year's model. Past sell by date. Lana!
Lana, a large, scary woman with a mustache, 40s, pokes her head out of the room of women. Evan cringes.
I'll take your daughter.
Too late. Now where's my money?
I don't have any. I wish that I did. It would be so cool, but plus I'm not Beans, so...
Zorro and Pete grab Evan.
Then we take both balls, and you live a life of eunuch, dealing with wife's ridicule.
Sounds about what I expected for myself.
Behind them, another door flies open, and BJ, 20s, bursts in.
Boss, Bobo is dead.
Shite. Bobo? He was in the prime of his last months of life. Who will fight the Colossus now?
The Korean turns on Evan.
You, Beans, will fight the Colossus.
I'm more into fighting the mediumuses.
You fight, and I'll let you out of your debt. I have a big crowd tonight, and I can't let them down. Oh, and you have to take a dive.
A dive? No Gilbreth man ever takes a dive.
Your last name is Gilbreth.
It's a family name.
Yeah, last names usually are. Anyway, yeah, you take a dive, and we're even. Plus, I'll throw Lana into the deal.
Never!
Zorro punches Evan in the head. Evan goes down. Interior Fight Club boxing ring day. Evan is being revived by Pete. He now sits on a stool in a makeshift boxing ring. A crowd of people calling for blood surround the ring. Evan looks around scared.
Now remember, the Colossus only has one weakness.
Evan looks hopeful.
He hates broccoli. Now go get him, champ.
Evan, still dazed from being beaten, stares into the darkness. As a spotlight falls on the stage, a man steps into the ring. To his shock, the guy's a dwarf. Evan puffs up his chest and stands up, towering over the Colossus.
Take a dive my ass.
Evan steps forward. Before he can even make a move, the Colossus is all over him, beating the shit out of him. Cut to Interior Fight Club boxing ring later. Evan wakes up on the floor, bruised and broken. The Korean is standing over him. The crowd is gone.
Good work, Beans.
The Korean drops a $100 bill on his head.
There's your cut. And don't forget your woman.
The Korean walks away as the demons appear.
Hey, buddy, you okay?
You're a shit fighter.
And you're sober. And hungry.
I would like a snack.
Evan stares at them, then straightens his shoulders.
You know what? No, I don't need a snack. I don't need any of you. Yeah, alright, maybe I'm a horrible, degenerate fuck-up with intimacy issues, but I've got $100, and that's what Beans owed me.
He waves the $100 bill at them.
You did all that for $100?
That's a lot of money.
He stares at their shocked faces.
To some people, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with it.
Pay bills?
Never!
Exterior flower shop, evening. Evan exits a flower shop with the most beautiful bouquet of flowers. His demons watch him. Evan winks at Fred. Fred salutes him, then disappears. Lana smiles a big, toothy grin.
For me?
No. I'm sorry. Next time.
Exterior residential street, evening. Evan walks up to Rene's house holding the flowers. He's about to knock when he notices her curtains are open. He peeks through and sees Rene with another man. They are sitting close to one another on the couch. Suddenly, Rene reaches out and gives the guy a big hug. Evan can see this, and his heart breaks all over his face. Rocky appears.
You gonna take that?
Evan hurls the bouquet at the window, and to his shock, it breaks the window. Rene turns to look outside.
Shit, run!
Evan, Rocky, Andrews, Buster, and Lana flee. Exterior, alley, night. The gang round a corner. Evan slows, panting.
I can't flee. I must breathe.
Man, you are out of shape.
Oh, you're a lifesaver.
Evan takes a hit of the joint.
Pussy!
Evan turns and sees new Fred, 40s, a very large, scary Lithuanian man, wearing the same nerdy clothes as Fred, but rippling with muscles. When he speaks, he has a harsh Eastern European accent.
Who the hell are you?
New Fred! Loser!
I should have mentioned, if you fuck this up, we only get worse.
New Fred slaps Evan in the face.
You suck!
Exterior street, night. Evan limps up to his apartment and tries the door. It's locked. He tries his key again. No dice.
What the heck? Judith! Let me in!
A window opens from above and Judith pops her head out.
Get out of here, Evan. You haven't paid your rent in 3 months.
Oh, come on, Judith, I've been watching your cats have sex. It's horrible.
And they're still not pregnant. You have no animal husbandry skills.
I'm still taking the online course.
It's too late. You're out.
With that, she slams the window shut. New Fred slaps Evan in the face again.
You're shit!
Evan recoils from him.
I like the other guy. Good listener.
Lana appears and rounds a corner.
I have period.
How do you know where I live?
Angry mob said fat loser live here.
Your English is very selective.
Rub my vulva.
She pushes herself on Evan. The demons back away in fear. Evan collapses onto the floor.
Welcome to your new life, bitch!
Evan cringes, but New Fred doesn't slap him.
I know slap. You already rock bottom.
Thank you.
New Fred gives him a good kick in the nuts. Evan screams.
Sorry. Now you rock bottom.
Evan stares up at the sky. His demons and his new girl stand around him.
Drinks?
Yeah, no.
Evan leaps up. He pulls Claudia's card out of his pocket and grabs the cell phone. The phone rings.
Hello, Claudia. It's Evan. No, not from last night. I don't. He'll probably call. Anyway, listen, I'm ready to man up. Let's open that restaurant. Great. See you tomorrow. No, don't call him. Okay, bye now. Don't text either. Okay, bye.
He hangs up and smiles. He looks up and sees new Fred is gone, and regular Fred is back.
Fred!
The two guys hug.
You did good.
Then why are you back?
Fred puts his arm around him.
One good deed does not a demon dispel. We have a long road ahead of us, old friend.
They all start to walk away together.
Or do we?
The whole gang laughs uproariously at this comment.
What? There's no hope for me.
Maybe, but our usual crib kinda sucks.
Interior, drab waiting room. Time unknown. The demons sit around in what looks like a 1980s hospital waiting room. Several other demons sit with them. A bored female voice comes over the intercom.
Calling demon 51968.
All the demons lean in excitedly.
Sexual identity crisis of a Kardashian.
They all lean back forward. A small bald man stands up.
Yeah, that's me.
He vanishes. Buster throws down a 1970s Playboy magazine.
So much bush.
Exterior street, continuous. Buster grins at Evan.
It's a lot more fun to be on the job.
So the deck is stacked against me?
Hey, you the turtle from Entourage, except everyone hates you.
I can change.
Excellent.
Evan smiles a wry smile. Lana grabs his hand.
We should buy minivan.
Evan cringes but smiles sweetly.
How do you feel about an Airstream?
Cool, mid-century modern camper van. Very chic and trendy.
I was hoping you didn't know what that was.
They round a corner to reveal a dirty old 1980s Comfort. Camper van. Gross. Lana's eyes light up.
It's better than Russian brothel.
What every guy likes to hear. All the boarders coming aboard.
Lana and the whole gang pile in. Evan shakes his head, then joins them, slamming the door behind them. The end.